JoJo,
Yeah,
FAMU got the brakes beat off them by Southeastern Louisiana.
they did.
That's the best way for me to put it.
They did.
I watched when I cut the game off, it was 31 to nothing. Now, America, y'all see the score ended up being 38-14, so FAMU ended up getting some garbage time points. But that shit was 31 nothing at one time. Southeastern Louisiana did all kind of shit. They scored on a fake field goal. They were out there running fake punts. They was out there doing the most,
They were trying stuff.
trying stuff. Hey, putting everything on the line. FCS playoff time. And with FAMU came into the SWAC this year with a lot of fanfare. You had that opening game between Jackson State and FAMU. A lot of shit talk went on. So when FAMU got blown out, my timeline, folks flaming them for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I took a kind of different stance, Joe.
I got a feeling I know the
Eh,
stance you took.
Because my thinking was okay. I think my thinking was the same thinking Coach Prime had. This team coming out the SWAC. So in these playoffs, this team representing the SWAC. So you want to see them do well. Because if they do well, it reflects well upon the entire SWAC.
Exactly.
Which Jackson State is the darling of the SWAC currently.
Exactly.
If they get their ass whipped, it looks poorly upon the SWAC. And it makes it look like the shit that I was saying. I did a segment earlier, a few episodes ago, where I was like, I didn't understand how in the hell Jackson State ain't top 5 in the FCS ranking. I was like, how the fuck are you gonna find me a defensive player doing what Mr. Houston doing? You gonna find me a young QB out here doing what you doing? You gonna find me a FCS team to go play the FBS team like they did, like really dominate them defensively. We just couldn't put together anything offensively.
Right.
We played Louisiana Monroe. But when this type of shit happens, I don't know. I'm not questioning Jackson State, but just for the image
Image of the
of the
conference.
SWAC and for outsiders looking in, do you think FAMU getting that ass whooped like that may tarnish Jackson State's season?
In the bigger picture, I'm gonna say, or should I say yes? In the bigger picture, I'm gonna say no, and I say no because of what Coach Prime set out to do. Right, his main talk was that Jackson State was gonna get back to being the king of the SWAC. You know what I mean? And then eventually, you know, we get that stepping stool of going trying to get with the big boys, so to speak. So in the bigger picture, no. The smaller picture for these schools that's in the FCS, they still looking at the SWAC like little brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like just to talk on the game itself, for the quarterback to throw 45 times and for them to run the ball 42 times, that's 87 plays, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, y'all really was out there. You gave some of the other points to them trying to fake this and fake that. Like they looks like they treated it as a warm up game for them. Like they didn't even give and so me thinking about when we played FAMU, their offense didn't, you know, it didn't seem like it was that offense. I mean, I look at Jackson State with the freshmen, and I'm like, I expected them to struggle some first game of the year,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, bigger picture no, smaller picture yes. It would
Now,
have been great for FAMU to win. It would have been great for the SWAC. It definitely would have been great for the SWAC for FAMU to win.
now let's clear up something real quick. Matter of fact, let me make a referral. For those of you who still may be confused about why Jackson State wasn't in the FCS playoff instead of FAMU, um, HBCU game day, shout out to them. They do a great job of just providing information. You know what I'm talking about? I stand on that we here at Put It On Something. We the realest, most entertaining motherfuckers in this game. You know what I'm talking about? But
All
when
day.
it comes to just your traditional, just giving you the news, giving you the information, HBCU game day does a tremendous job with that, and they did a stellar segment on that over there. And they kind of really validated some of the things I was saying previously in the segment, to where you know the SWAC gave up their automatic bid, you know what I'm saying, to get into the FCS playoffs, uh, which gave them an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to kind of do some things with their schedules. You know, of course, the FCS playoffs have started,
Right.
but still, you got the SWAC championship still ain't been played yet. And then this past weekend, also, you had all these different classics and shit like that. You had the Bayou Classic, you had the Turkey Day Classic, you had the Florida Classic. Like, these are big, big, big time money games for these institutions. You know what I'm talking about? And of course, SWAC Championship ought to be a big time money game. And then the Celebration Bowl, from what I'm seeing, they saying these schools can get $1 million out of that game. Compared to the FCS playoffs, they just were saying that's not as lucrative. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a lot of debate about that. Me personally, of course, I would love to see Jack State play in the FCS playoff.
Absolutely.
You know, I would think they do well. You know what I'm talking about? But some may say, hey, maybe not. Because if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm tripping. This first game of the year, we only beat FAMU 7-6, right?
Yeah.
Think that was the score. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tight as fuck. But like Joe said, of course, with these freshmen and all that kind of shit, you kind of, 7-6. Headache game came out the gate, stopping shit. You know what I'm saying? But we can only muster 7 points. So some may say, hold on, y'all barely beat this team that we beat the brakes off of when it came to this FCS shit. And Southeast Louisiana ain't even in the top 10 of the FCS rankings. So, first letter, you up here talking all that shit about what Jackson State can do against Sam Houston and North Dakota State. You can't even deal with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? So, I do think from an image standpoint that FAMU getting that ass whooped like that did not serve us well. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for him. I was right
Yeah.
there with Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping they were gonna beat some ass because that was gonna make me pop my shit. That was gonna make me say, "Hey, I told you."
Right.
You see what they did? You see how they ain't even in the SWAC title game, and we whooped their ass. So imagine what would have happened if we would be in the FCS playoffs. But
Now, what I'll say when I on the bigger picture of me saying no, I do think this won't scare people off from scheduling Jackson State on their schedule
okay,
to give them that opportunity to go up against someone who's, and then possibly still a win off of them. Because if they think that you're good enough to beat them, they not trying to catch an L
that's true.
from a SWAC school. But if they still see, oh, folks still look like they dominating the SWAC, yeah, we'll put them on. Oh, okay.
With that ass whoop. The recruits still coming up in there, bitch.
Right.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But America, y'all chime in, tell us what y'all think. Do you think FAMU getting the dough beat off their ass? I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that.
Oh man.
I apologize. I shouldn't do that. See, I'm getting caught up in y'all shit, America, because I see y'all across the timeline trying to flame these boys, and I get it. They were talking hella shit, okay, but that's family business. That's in house. That's in house.
Yeah.
Okay, we flame each other in house.
Right.
But when you go outside the house, see, if I'm not mistaken, the Southeast Louisiana is in the Southland Conference. See, so once we go outside the house of the SWAC, we got to support each other. Kind of like them SEC boys do.
Yeah.
When the SEC is going against the Big Ten, Pac-12, all that kind of shit, SEC, unless now it's like one of these diehard rivalries where you just despise them or something. Like
right. Yeah.
But they be like, SEC, and they hold that little thing. They love when an SEC team beat the shit out of a motherfucker outside the SEC. That's kind of what we got to be on. If somebody gonna get up in this FCS playoff and represent the SWAC, I just think we got to support. You know what I'm saying? Even if they've been talking hella shit all year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all think about FAMU getting FAMU losing to Southeast Louisiana. Do you think that loss would tarnish?
My laugh just might go viral around this piece.
Do you think them losing would tarnish Jackson State's season? Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.